Well, good morning. This morning, our text is found in Revelations 3 and 21. And it goes like this: To him that overcometh will I grant to sit with me in my throne, even as I also overcame and sat down with my Father in his throne. The overcomer. The overcomer. You know, it amazes me how many people say, "Yes, I'm a Christian." Do you go to church? Yeah, I attend. Well, do you follow Jesus? And they give you a weird look. What are you talking about? I go to church. Well, that doesn't mean diddly squat. It really doesn't. You see, there's spectators and there's participators. Now, spectators, they show up to church when it feels good, and they like to watch, and they like to visit with the others, and etc., etc. Show off their new clothes and brag about the new boat, and the list can go on and on. But I'm here to tell you, Jesus did not die on the cross for you to be a spectator. He died so that you could be fulfilled and be a participator. Mark 16 and 15 says, And he said unto them, Go ye into all the world and preach the gospel to every creature. Well, now, whenever you're preaching, that doesn't mean that you've got your tie on or your collar on and standing in front of a bunch of people. No, that's not what this says. You see, we can preach the gospel of the Lord Jesus Christ by our actions, by our reactions, in fact. You see, there's a lot of hurting people out here. I mean, right now. They don't know which way to turn. Many of them has no idea of Jesus. Why some are so calm and some are so... So it is up to us to preach the gospel. Now, preaching that gospel is going over, asking how they are, visiting with them. I'll tell you what, have you ever been lonely in a room full of people? Absolutely. There are people out here today that are so lonely. They need a friend. They need someone that cares, just to talk to them. Instead of sitting, watching TV, because some of you are shut-ins and you can't get out. But I promise you, you have a phone. Use it. Call someone. Just call anyone and ask them how they're doing. You see, that'll brighten their day, and trust me, it's going to brighten your day also. You see, that's sharing the love of God whenever we make an effort to tell others about Jesus. And we can show them Jesus with the love and compassion and the care that we have for them. Did you know that? We certainly can. They go ye into all the world. And so we're not limited by, I can't leave this block, or I can't do this, and I can't do... You have absolutely no excuse. There is no excuse. An act of kindness shows others Jesus. The kindness shows Jesus. Don't tell them, well, I'm a Christian. The word Christian has been dragged through the mud by so many people. Don't do that. I'm a child of God, just a child of the King. And that's the reason you want to do it. James 1:27 tells us, pure religion and undefiled before God and the Father is this, to visit the fatherless and the widows in their affliction, and to keep himself unspotted from the world. Now, unspotted, let's talk about that for just a minute. If you prance around town dressed like this ungodly dressing that they're doing anymore, they're showing more skin than they have clothing. If that's it, well, your garment's got spots on it. I'm here to tell you, I don't care if you're man or female, male or female, you don't dress like that. That does not show Jesus loving you at all. You may think it does, but oh no, it doesn't. Another thing that we need to be aware of is in Revelations 3:16. And here it says, and he said unto them, so then, because thou art lukewarm, neither hot or cold, I will spew ye out of my mouth. Now, let's stop and think about that. You call yourself a child of God, or you call yourself a Christian, whatever it is. Some people say, well, I'm just a Baptist, and some people say I'm Catholic, and the list goes on and on. Just because you have a title means absolutely nothing. Just because you went down and shed a tear and then go back and sit in your pew and remain there, which we have a lot of pew setters, that doesn't mean anything. It doesn't. If you're not out participating in God's work, that's considered lukewarm. Trust me. Trust me. We have so many opportunities this day and time like no other time before to go out and show God's love. Now, a lot of people say, well, go out and witness. That is a witness. You don't have to mention anything. You can go out and be kind to someone else. You can help someone else. Just sit down and encourage someone else. And that does the trick right there. The encouragement. We've got so many people out here that's hurting. Not physically, but mentally hurting and spiritually hurting. So we need to get off of our laurels and get out and go to work. There's an old song. I heard it, I think it was Kingsman Quartet. I had to look up the words to get it all. All I can remember is the title. And the title is Excuses. And I'd like you to listen to this. Excuses, excuses. You hear them every day. And the devil, he'll supply them. If the church, you will stay away. When people come to know the Lord, the devil always loses. So to keep them folks away from church, he offers them excuses. And I'm here to tell you, I have been full of excuses a lot of my lifetime. And I'm certain that you have also. We have to break those bonds of excuses. Quit being a spectator. Get out and be a participator. We're all in this battle. And the battle seems to be firing up. The Lord's return is coming soon. And I want to see you in heaven. I don't want to stand before God at the judgment seat. And all I have is excuses. Think about it. Pray about it. Call someone today. Help someone today. And if they ask you why, you say, I'm a child of God. May God richly bless you. I love you. And I can't wait to see you again. Bye-bye.